Benjamin Fulford from Weekly Geopolitical News and Analysis. By the way, I went to university with your son, Chris. Very nice man. Okay, my question is, can you tell us anything about what happened to Malaysia Air Flight 370-17? Anything at all?
Yeah. Well, the plane belongs to Malaysia. It was piloted by Malaysians, and there were Malaysian passengers, but there were also Dutch passengers. Maybe the majority were Dutch and also Australian. The plane crashed, and we discovered the black box. So strictly speaking, we should be involved in examining the black box. We may not have the expertise, but we can buy expertise. But for some reason or other, Malaysia was not allowed in to check on the black box to see what happened. It was done it was given to Holland. They had a small committee involving some countries, and they decided to examine, and their conclusion was that Russia is guilty. Now, we know that the missile was made in Russia, probably. It could also be made in Ukraine, but it was a Russian-type missile which brought down the plane. But as to who fired the missile, they are accusing Russians of firing the missile. But what is the evidence? We need strong evidence to show that it was fired by the Russian. But it could have been the rebels in Ukraine. It could even be the Ukrainian government, because they too have the same missile. So while we agree that the plane was brought down by a Russian missile, we cannot say that it comes from Russians shooting, launching the missile. We don't know why we are excluded from the examination, but from the very beginning we see too much politics in it. The idea was not to find out how this happened and all that, but they seem to be concentrated on trying to pin it on Russia. This is not a neutral kind of examination. Had it been a neutral party examining and making conclusions, we are always willing to accept. But here we have parties who have some political interest in the matter, and they examine. So at this moment, we accept the report from Holland, but only up to the point where the plane was brought down by a missile made by the Russian. As to who fired the missile, launched the missile, we cannot yet be certain. People from Russia, they are military people. Military people would know that it is a passenger plane. Local people, guerrillas and people like that, they see a plane, they don't know what plane it is. You see, but military people will know exactly this is a passenger plane from Malaysia. You can even see, nowadays you can see the plane, because you know the scopes and all that are very, very powerful. So I don't think very highly disciplined party would be responsible for launching the missile.
There's a follow-up from the lady there, yes.